I promised some women something that I shouldn't have. And I apologise deeply.
Why are you doing it now in the safety of your own car?
The perfect example is when you walk down a busy street in London, everyone's not going, get out of the fucking way, blah,
Exactly,
blah,
yeah.
and all this lot. Because you're in person.
Yeah.
There's consequences there. But someone on the internet or in a car, all of a sudden we're all brave.
I don't know why you wanna treat me this way.
Hello, welcome everybody to episode 57
Big 5-7.
of the Bromantic Podcast. I'm Ryan,
Yes.
and this is
Bromantic.
I
Yeah.
don't think I need to point this out,
Yep.
but I'm going to point it out.
Okay. New camera.
No, that's the same camera.
New audio software.
No, same old. We've got a beautiful backdrop.
Hey.
I don't know if you did see it, and if you're listening to this on audio,
Get yourself on the visual.
yeah, go over to YouTube, just click it, watch it for 30 seconds and press like and leave a comment, then you can click off.
And to be honest, if you've only ever listened to this on audio, click on an old video, then this one.
Oh, and you'll see the
Otherwise
difference.
It's not going to make
Yeah.
any sense. You're just like, okay. If you think it looks bad, then
Give it yourself.
We're really sorry, but we're not interior designers, so
I've got to be honest with you.
it's a work in progress.
This won't be it for very long.
No,
This is only a short-term thing.
yeah. We are having to move studio. I
Studio,
feel
yeah.
weird calling it studio, but we're having to move studio.
Yeah.
The studio that we're currently in is closing down, and we have to find somewhere else to film. So if
Yeah.
anyone's got a spare room,
Yep, the big one, big spare room.
can you let us know?
Yep, we'll come live in it.
Yeah,
I mean, we'll do the podcast in it.
you don't want to live in the studio anymore.
Oh, I mean, I do, yeah.
We'll come film the podcast in it
Yeah, just
with the beds.
with the beds, yeah. That's what you can't see behind the camera. It's full living quarters.
Yeah,
That's what you don't
it's a
know.
massive room.
Yeah.
Massive room.
We just use this tiny corner of it. But,
Today, we once again, like last week, we're gonna skip up on some dad jokes.
yeah.
Before we get into anything, it's really important that you hit that subscribe button. It's also really important that you like the video. Essentially, we've had a call from the government agency that
The
controls. I realise you would hate the government,
I
so
would, yeah.
I continue.
Thank you.
And they essentially have told us that it's really imperative that we get to 1 million subscribers this week. Otherwise, there's a potential alien invasion coming. We don't get to choose who we save. That's entirely on you.
Yeah.
If you're subscribed, you're saved. That's
Simple as.
it's the rules. We don't make them. I'm just here to tell you.
Yeah. I do sometimes think about doing something crazy to try to get some subscribers.
What?
I don't even know. You know, and it's like,
Intrigued. I want to know what's crazy.
yeah, I don't even know what's crazy anymore. These days, it's going to be fucking next level, isn't it? Wouldn't it sound like, I don't even know, wax my entire body?
You're a hairy man.
Yeah, I am, yeah. It would be awful. But if
I
I,
think
did it
people-
and we only got like 10 more, I'd
piss
do it.
you right off,
Yeah,
wouldn't
do you know
it?
what I mean? That's a lot of sacrifice.
No, I can't say it. I've just got to stop offering you as a prize.
You
for things.
definitely have got to stop doing
I,
that.
for some reason, really
think I'm a
enjoy
piece of
offering
meat.
you. You're like a piece of meat. I'm like,
Yeah.
he'll do things for you.
Yeah. I won't.
As proven in
Yeah,
previous. Yeah. I promised some women something that I shouldn't have. And I apologise deeply.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway. Also, we have a beautiful thing called a Ko-fi. If you want to support the podcast, this is where all this beautiful stuff has come from. It's from your support. So jump on that, donate where you can. Obviously, we're looking for a new studio now, so every little helps.
Obviously, want to buy a studio.
Yeah, we want
So-
to buy a building.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Can you imagine?
No.
Romantic headquarters. Like a big building with Bromantic on the side of it.
It would just be a shed. It's just a-
I'll be happy with that.
I'd be well happy with it.
Do you know what?
If
I think we
ever
should
walked
buy
into a building we owned,
We should buy a container. That'd be banging.
it would be.
Just double. We need a double container. I
Yeah.
think a single would be too small. This is a conversation for
Yeah.
So
Hey, everybody, listen to our
donate.
plans.
Yeah. Donate on the Ko-fi.
Yeah,
Everything's appreciated, and as you can see, it goes to a good cause,
it does.
and that causes your entertainment.
Yeah,
Because that's what we are.
that's.
Your entertainment.
I like how you did that.
Mm.
You kind of looped it.
I also want to shout out Plot. So this artwork, the artwork over there,
Yeah.
is all done by our one and only beautiful Plot, who not only is beautiful himself, but creates beautiful pieces of art. So thank you.
Yeah.
We're fascinated by it all.
Yeah. It's glorious. Just quickly, how's your week been?
It's been a tumultuous week. It's been turbulent.
I knew you were going to say that next. I knew it.
It's not been great, but we won't go too much into it. How's your week been?
You won't go too much into it at all, apparently. Something good? We'll skip over it.
We don't need to talk about it.
Yeah.
You carry on.
I have had a week where I thought my hay fever would be subsiding.
Killed.
And sadly, the injection that I had now 2 weeks ago has not worked.
You
So I
had
took
another
myself
one?
in. No, I've got another one tomorrow
Right.
because I had the injection 2 weeks ago, and now I'm fuming.
Nothing
But
has
it's just not
happened.
worked at all. I've medicated up, ready for this podcast, but my nose has decided to not work. So I do apologise once again for any sniffing or any mispronounces of
I'll
the letter
attempt to
N.
cut it out,
Yeah,
but I can't always guarantee that.
quite the attempt.
Yeah.
But I've got a little story today. I want to
Okay.
get your opinion of it. I'm a very patient man
Yes.
these days. I don't think it much annoys me at all. However, today, immediately got annoyed by something. Yeah.
That is unusual for you, to be fair.
Yes. So to kind of give you an idea of how annoyed I was, I had to walk 4 stories in a building to approach this person, and I did.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yes, I was not happy. So I went with my brother, and we were on a site, and we were on the 4th floor, and we needed to use the hoist, which for anyone who doesn't know is like a lift essentially. And we shouted down to the operator, who had 2 people with him, when will the hoist be free? He said about 10 minutes. And we said, that's no problem. So we waited for a little bit, and then we just shouted down, look, we just got to grab a delivery. We'll come straight back up. And he was like, it'll be free then. No problem at all. So we went down, got a delivery, came back up. Shouted down again, and this guy couldn't hear us. It was the 2 guys that were currently using the hoist. They looked around, and they looked away. And was like, excuse me type thing. Do you mind just giving us a courtesy of acknowledging us? He turned around and he was like, 5 minutes. And we were like, no, not 5 minutes. It's empty. We need it for 5 minutes. You need it for much longer. Just send it up. We'll chuck our stuff in, send it down, 1 story. We'll take it out, and then we can chuck it straight back down to you. It'll take literally no time at all. He said, no, 5 minutes. I said, and we're shouting, like I said, because this is across the floor. I went, no, not 5 minutes. Send it up. And then he went like this. Now, you can't see what I've done there if you're doing this on audio, but he waved me off. With his hand up, looked away from me, and waved the back of his hand at me.
Not a fan. I'm not a fan.
I
I'm
immediately
not a fucking
went
fan.
to Bill, I'm going down. And Bill went, oh. At that point, he was like, he's
It's
gone.
done. It's done.
He's done it. I went down there, and I can immediately see on his face, he was like, oh shit, this guy's come down. Like, he wasn't like, but he was immediately like, oh no. And I was like,
Wasn't expecting that.
exactly. I went right up to him. I was like, get your stuff out of that lift now. Like, we need it for 5 minutes. You've had it for hours. And he was like, oh, yeah. But I was too annoyed at this point. So I went up to the lift and just pulled his stuff out. And so the rules are we're not allowed to operate the hoist. Only certain people are. I don't know if this guy is or not, but I was like, send it up now. And he was like, oh, can we use it after? I was like, I don't give a shit what you do once we've used it, mate. I told you 5 minutes. We were told 10 minutes, 15 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Like, just do what you've said you will do. He's like, yeah, no problem, of course, yeah. I was like, that's not what we did a minute
now,
ago.
is it?
Yeah.
Oh, when we're face to face.
Yeah.
It's now, of course.
That's very interesting, isn't it? And then he sent it up. We put our stuff in it. Like I said, it took a couple of minutes. And you know what it's like? You don't ever forget. I was like, thank you, mate. Do you mind sending it down for me, please? He's like, yeah, of course, no problem. Sends it down. We take our stuff out. Go, here you go, mate. Appreciate it. He's like, yeah, no worries. I was like, you fucking loser, mate.
No, the wave off.
The wave off
No.
It
That's
went
a big no.
through me.
It's just utter disrespect. That's all that is. You mean nothing.
Yeah.
Go.
Rude, disrespectful.
The thing is, you know the amount of times in the line of work I do that we are waved off.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And you kind of just have to Because
Yeah.
the type of people you work with, you have to just,
Yeah.
I hate it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I cannot stand. I'm just like, how can you be so rude to another human being
Yes.
as to just,
Yeah.
That's not, no.
It's like I compare this to like driving things. When people in the safety of their own car are very
Yeah.
rude,
Yeah.
I'm like, you're only this way. Like, if we walk past each other, you wouldn't dream of doing
No.
this.
No.
Why are you doing it now in the safety of your own car?
Well, I mean, the perfect example is that when you walk down a busy street in London, everyone's not going, get out of the fucking way, blah,
Exactly,
blah,
yeah.
and all this lot. Because you're in person.
Yeah.
There's consequences there. Put someone on the internet or in a car,
Yeah.
all of a sudden we're all brave. Do you
Yeah,
know
oh,
what I
yeah,
mean?
100%. Yeah, yeah. Or if this guy from 4 Stories thought it'd be brave
Yeah,
as
yeah,
well. But
There's no way he's coming down. Oh my God.
Yeah, yeah.
I would love to have been on the fly on the wall.
yeah,
As like, how did you go downstairs to get there?
I have to walk through that. This is the thing. He wouldn't have seen me coming till I was there.
Damn it.
Because
What would have been hilarious if you had to like walk down some stairs and he just watched you. Like,
Oh, yeah, that
like
would
just
be quite a
watching
good one,
stairs go
yeah.
down like,
You have to
this
walk
isn't
down this
gonna-
little corridor, and then
Yeah.
you like pop out, and suddenly
Mm.
you're on that level.
yeah.
And I imagine he was just looking, and then like heard me like some footsteps coming through, and then I like ran almost down there. I was so annoyed at this. And
And the thing is, from far away, I can imagine she's like a normal person.
yeah,
Up close, you're what, 6'3".
yeah.
You're built like you're not a small guy. You're not an average person.
This guy's
So
a
he's
small guy.
So he's probably thinking just an average guy. Don't
Yeah,
worry.
yeah.
You approach, it's like, oh fuck
Yeah.
this.
That's what I mean. He very
yeah.
quickly was
Yeah.
just like, "Hey, it's yours. Do what you want
I've
with it."
decided that I'm going to give it to you.
Yeah.
Like the kindness of my own heart.
Yeah,
It's yours.
yeah. Oh, would you mind if we have it after as well?
Is
I don't give
is that
a
okay
shit.
with you?
Yeah.
I just want to check.
No, do you know what I mean? At that point now, I was just annoyed at him.
Yeah, just don't
Yeah.
care anymore. At that
But
point.
you agree with my,
Oh,
my
100%,
reaction?
mate. Yeah, definitely.
I wasn't rude to him,
No,
but
no.
I was annoyed.
But get yourself down there.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm not sure. I think my brother would have just been like, "Ugh," and then just waited.
It's the whole. It's between whether you want to make a fuss of it or you just, because no matter what you do, it's not really going to make much difference.
Yeah.
Like there's other ways of getting it, I suppose, or you get it faster. But
Yeah.
I suppose your brother's kind of very much. That's what it is. Like
As I was walking off, I heard Bill shout down like something like, "Mate, just send it up." And I thought, if I get down there, it's already sent up. I'll just turn around and go back up.
Yeah.
I won't even. But when I got down there, it still wasn't up. Even I heard Bill shout afterwards. I was like, "Oh mate."
He shouted while you were down there, or
Like, as I walked off and went to walk down the stairs, I then heard Bill shout.
just
mate,
send
just
it out.
send it
right,
up.
okay, yeah.
I think he tried to save this fella.
Yeah, the,
Me being
the
very
bollocking.
angry. Yeah, essentially. I didn't like yell or anything.
No, but he got told off.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah, that's what I did. But yeah, no, that's my little work story.
That would have been horrific.
Quite a cheerful guy at work as well. Like people come up to me. Up to
The
me
thing
for
is,
laugh and stuff.
it does take a lot to get you in a position where you're like, nah, fuck this.
Yeah,
Like I'm
that's
not.
what I mean. I'm very.
Do you know what I mean? So
I just feel like when somebody does something like that,
it's utterly disrespectful,
yeah,
completely
like,
and
he
utterly.
could have like walked closer and then be like, "Mate, I'm really sorry. I just need to get this up the hoist, and then we'll." And I might have even gone, "Fine, I'll wait even longer."
Yeah.
But the hand wave off,
No.
that is just.
No.
Yeah, I really. And the problem is his first language wasn't English,
Yeah.
so I felt like there may have been a communication barrier. But a hand wave off is a hand wave off no matter what language you speak. So
It's still disrespectful as fuck
yes,
to
so
do so. Props to you for not punching him in the face.
No, yeah.
That's what I'll say to you
I
because
appreciate that. Yeah,
I mean I'm not going to say it, but I'll punch him.
Yeah.
Oh, mate, them things.
box him out, bro. wouldn't I?
The things I was sending you earlier today.
Yeah,
Oh.
hideous online warriors.
Mate, reading them, I was like, tell me you've never had a fight before.
No,
Like,
the
just like-
cringe.
It's just when you go quiet and then smirk and slow walk to it. Fuck,
They know they're in trouble.
you're punched. It's done.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
Like,
if you're in a situation where you're going to scrap, going, it's like, what are you doing?
I know. Like,
We're
what
already
do you
past that
stop?
point.
I've sometimes I just laugh. I take nothing seriously. But apparently that's scary. So. if I was getting rolled up by someone and they started laughing, I'm like, "You're done."
Yeah.
Right, at the end of the day,
This is not scary.
yeah.
That's people who have watched too many films of
Anime.
fights. Anime. You reckon
They
it's anime?
watch too much anime.
Yeah, but I even think stuff like, because that reminds me of stuff like Vampire Diaries and stuff like that, which I watch and I rate. Vampire Diaries banging.
I've never
Really
seen
good.
it.
But yeah, stuff like that where they're like, someone's like, well, if you really want to, and they're like, guys, don't.
Yeah.
He doesn't care.
I do agree with, like, if you're going to fight someone and they seem fairly calm about fighting, I always think, well, they probably know what they're doing.
Yeah. But
that's
there's a
different to
difference
being
between
like-
calm. Yeah. That, like being a film. Being in a film, like,
yeah.
Like if you, it's the slow smirk.
Mm.
What are you
Oh,
doing?
it hurts me
What
so
are
much.
you doing?
Yeah.
You've not punched someone.
They think that people talk in fights.
Yeah. That's exactly
That's
it.
what they
They
think.
think people monologue. That's the issue.
They're like mid-punch and they're like, so you move faster than I expected. Your reflexes. And then they continue for a little bit. And it's,
Ha,
yeah.
I see I'm going to have to try harder with you.
Yeah. This isn't even my final form. I just...
Kick attack level 2.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
I know. Like, oh, this is... yeah, well...
Don't
Yeah.
just, I'll send it to you. I found another one. There was a guy like sitting on a bus who was basically talking to like this group, and he obviously gets bullied or something. Because he's talking about like, oh yeah, they talk shit to me like on the internet, but you know, they'd never talk shit to my face or actually fight me. Like who wants to fight a guy that punches metal for fun?
Oh.
What absolute. The best things about those things are the comment sections.
Yeah, I know.
The
You've got
comment
to go
sections
straight to the
make
comment
me
section.
so
haven't
happy.
you, though? Yeah.
Because the creativity of people
Yeah.
is insane.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is
It
absolutely
makes me realise how
phenomenal.
unwitty I am when I read the comments.
You really
Oh,
comment.
I
It's
never
like, that's
before that.
fantastic.
Yeah,
Absolutely fantastic. But yeah, I think it runs straight to the comments on those.
Yeah,
Definitely.
I think people will agree that there is something just so delightful about the comment section.
Yeah.
You know, you click on it and you go, please.
Yeah.
I don't know what the gem is. I know there's
going to be
here.
one there. Yeah.
And
This is a
it's like
video.
near the top, and you're like, oh,
It's the ones I get the feeling as soon as I'm like, when you open it up and you're like, the way I ran straight to the fucking comment, I'm like, I did the same.
yeah.
Like you watched it and you were like, comments.
Comment.
Got to.
I will send people videos and be like,
Read the comments.
read the comments. Yeah. I tagged Becca in something today, actually.
Mm.
And I've just said, read the comments. This video's okay.
Yeah.
Comments are a gold mine.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, there's like at least 10 comments on there that will make you laugh.
Yeah,
out loud.
yeah.
Like they're so good.
Right.
But yeah, no, that's my day anyway. That happened today.
I did something interesting the other day, which I'd like to get your opinion on.
Yeah.
To do with Elijah. So Elijah and his cousins came to the office. We're moving offices.
Yeah.
So Elijah and his cousins came to the office the other day to clear out a few of the rooms. I needed to do it anyway. They wanted to come and help because we have the days and we do stuff. And I was like, if you come do some work, you'll get paid. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, come and do. So we did it. They worked really hard. They did amazingly. Do you know what I mean? A lot more than I thought they would do, to be
Okay,
fair.
good. Yeah, nice.
Really helped out, worked together on stuff, which was great. Now, Elijah was asked not to, we've got like a punch bag. What do you call it? A bob, isn't it? Whatever you call that.
Yeah.
Like a body bag thingy in the other room. Elijah was asked not to play with it next to the tables, the little black tables we've got in there.
Yeah.
Because it had some delicate equipment on it. Now, he didn't listen and he pushed over the boxing bag and it fell and it broke one of the tables.
Oh.
Not massive. It hasn't broken entirely, but it's broken a bit of it. Obviously, he got told off and stuff like that. And I have had chats with him before about him not being delicate with toys and stuff that are not necessarily his, and the fact that, like, I have to pay for those things. Do you know what I mean? These things aren't free. They need to be paid for. So at the end of the day, they all did really well. So I gave them their £5 for the day, and I gave them £5 each more. And I said, this is a bonus because you've worked super hard. I said, this doesn't happen every time. I said, but when you put a lot of effort in, this is what happens. So you get a little bit more. Then I told Elijah that he had to pay for the table. So Elijah had to give me his £5 back, his bonus back.
Right.
And I had a chat with him. I didn't obviously just take it and be like, it's fucking mine.
Yeah.
I explained to him why. I said, look, you've broken the table, blah, blah. I said, if you break stuff, you have to pay for it.
Yeah.
He asked a few questions here and there about, you know, like the table. And if he'd broken another one, I'd be like, well, that's another £5. I said, it's lucky that you worked super hard today and you got two £5. I said, because otherwise you'd be left with nothing. I was like, so it's lucky that you've worked really hard and you've got a bonus. But if you do break stuff, you have to pay for it.
Yeah.
And he understood it in the end and he got that and blah, blah, blah. And he wasn't, he didn't, what I was really proud of, he didn't cry. He was like, okay,
Right.
fair
Yeah.
enough.
Wasn't
He
spoiled.
Yeah. He understood the fact that he had broken it. It was his fault. Do you know what I mean? And that he had to pay for it. I wanted your opinion.
I think it was fantastic.
You think it's good?
I think that's fantastic.
I thought you wouldn't like it.
No, I love that.
Yeah?
I think every lesson is good as long as it's thoroughly explained,
Yeah.
which you have done.
Mm.
My main thing is you follow through.
Yeah.
So like if you've just done it, if he's never broken anything before, he's always super careful, and then suddenly you do something like that. I'd be like, he's always careful.
Yeah.
But as you said, you've had previous conversations with him about
Yeah.
it. Now something's come to what's the expression there? Come to light.
Yeah.
That there will now be a consequence.
Yeah.
And I think perfect.
See, one of the questions he asked while we were doing it as well was he was just like, oh, what if I'd broken 2 tables? And I was like, well, you would have to give me £2 £5. Do you know what I mean? And he was like, what if I'd broken 100 tables? Would you have to give me £105? And then he was like, well, I don't have £105. I said, and that's when Daddy has to pay for it. I was like, so this is what I'm trying to say to you when you're doing this, and this, is that I have to pay for these things if you break them.
Yeah.
So now you have to pay for it if you've broken it.
Well,
Do you know
I
what
think what's really good there is always he'll understand that you have to work for money because he's working for money.
Yeah.
So you're not just, this doesn't come from nowhere.
Yeah.
He'll understand now that what losing money feels like.
Yeah, because he's worked for it and now it's gone.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I think they're great lessons.
And the fact that his cousins who are more careful, I didn't obviously rub it in. I didn't want to rub it in. What I don't
the
agree
lesson's
with,
enough.
I say it a lot to when they're all together, is obviously if I have to tell one of them off or tell them something, it's a very childish thing to do, but they'll be like, yeah, so don't do that. Like they're trying to be on my side.
Of course, yeah.
And I'm like, no, like you don't do that.
No.
I'm talking to him.
Yep.
That's my thing with it. Do you know what I mean? That's my thing with him. You don't need to be involved.
No, yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean? So, but like when they were saying, well, if you do another table, I'm like, he knows. You don't need to carry on.
Yeah.
I mean, he's been told. He knows the coup. We've had a talk about it, and it's all good.
Yeah.
And we had a talk about it before we went to bed and stuff. And like, I just wanted to make sure he understood. I'm not taking it from you because I'm being mean.
Yeah.
There's a reason for it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just wanted to get your opinion on it because when I told Jade, she seemed hesitant about it.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Like, and I can kind of get the side that would seem like it's mean. I get that because he's just a kid. He was just playing around and stuff like that. And I get that. I completely understand that.
Yeah.
But he is growing up and getting to a stage where he's a lot more boisterous and stuff now. He can cause a lot more damage the way he is now. And I can't have him thinking he can just go around and do what he wants.
No. My other thing about it, I think, what I really like as well is you haven't left him with nothing.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm taking it all. And
Yes, because
no.
that would be upsetting. But the fact is, he's still come away with what he would normally come away with. But he's also learned that he won't get extra.
Yeah.
And I think that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
like all of
stressing
it.
that extra was for hard work.
Yeah.
For working hard. The money he's got for working hard, he's now lost because he was careless.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, especially when he's been pre-warned.
Yes. Yeah. Many a time.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, honestly, I think that's a very valuable lesson and very well put across to him as well. I've got no qualms about that.
That's bad.
Yeah.
I genuinely thought you would maybe disagree. Maybe not entirely, but maybe disagree with it. Just because when Jade said it, I was like, am I being harsh? Am I not? Is that too much?
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. Funny enough, the incident came up again today. You know what I said to you about when Becca was at the park and all the kids were playing nicely? Happened to me today, actually. I took Atlas to Morrison's. And I always have a great time with them at Morrison's. We like play and, do you know what I mean? I know it's very like weird looking for them, but this mum and dad walked past with their kid and he had like a smart sweater on and he was probably Atlas's age, he was a bit smaller than Atlas, but he was like holding his mum's hand while he was walking along. And Atlas come running past him holding cream cheese and like stopped and looked at him and went, bah! Right? And I've like run up to Atlas because I never know what he's going to do.
Yeah.
He's going to, I just don't
Smack
know.
or
Yeah. And I like run up to Atlas and was like, just waited though, because I do want to see it. I don't want to interrupt him.
Yeah.
I want to see what he's going to do. And Atlas just sort of turned and then ran again. And I obviously got, I'm going to get you. Then I like pick him up, took the cream cheese off him.
Just to clarify,
Yeah.
he no longer had cream cheese.
We were buying the cream cheese. That's why he had it.
Yeah.
Like, he knows not to pick things up that he shouldn't. The only thing he struggles with to walk past and not pick up is toothbrushes and bubble
wrap.
No.
Gum? Oh. Yeah.
Like
Okay.
bubbles.
Them I can see. Toothbrush?
He loves a toothbrush.
Really?
It's like his favourite toy. He's got about 6 of them. He
Really?
loves them.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Fair.
Don't know why. No idea. Clueless as to why.
Yeah.
But loves them. And I had a moment of, should I be doing this? Should I be letting him run around or should he be holding my hand and being a little bit more?
I am a massive fan of making it fun.
Yeah.
Because shopping is a boring and monotonous task.
Yeah.
Adults hate it. I hate it with a passion. I don't usually do the shopping in my house. No, Mrs. Normally does. During COVID times a few years ago, I was working and stuff anyway.
Yeah.
So, and I didn't really want her a baby going out. So I went and did the shopping.
Yeah.
Hated it. Hate the shopping. It's boring. Oh yeah, we go and pick this up, go and pick this up. I got to a point where I could take Elijah with me. Great.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Absolutely loved it. Good fun. We have run around, we play.
Yep.
Like we still do now.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like he'll sit in the trolley and I'm just throwing the trolley around.
Yeah.
Like in the main compartment of the trolley. Just spinning it around, throwing it. Like
Yeah.
He's
It's just
like,
good fun.
we're going past people, he's like, beep, beep. Do you know what I mean? I'm like,
Yeah, because it's just
get out
silly.
of the way. Like it's
yeah,
fun.
do
Like,
you know what I mean? Not rude.
But no, I'm a massive fan of that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
As long as it's not causing issues.
No.
Do you know what I mean?
that's
Which I'm
not
sure
what
you're making sure it's not.
That's what I mean.
No.
Yeah, it's not harming anyone or doing anything
No,
stupid.
no.
Like he knows not to touch stuff and all
Yeah.
that. And if he runs up to stuff, and all I have to do is go no.
Yeah.
Push
And
his hand
it's
down
not
a bit,
like
and he'll just leave it.
He's not like he's one of those stereotypical in a store that's pushing over a whole stack of stuff and you're going, oh, you silly sausage.
Exactly. Yeah,
Do you know what
he's
I
not
mean?
misbehaving.
Yeah.
He's just
This is having fun.
wild
Yeah.
essentially. But if I'm looking at something and he's like running up and down the aisle, and I'll be like, Atlas, he will run back, but then he'll run past.
Yeah.
Like he'll just stay within the vicinity.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to stand still.
Yeah.
If the push comes to shove, he just goes on my shoulders. You know what I mean? And then it's settled because he'll stay up there fine.
I quite often just say, see you later. Like when Elijah runs up the aisle, I'm like, bye. He's like, oh, she runs back. Do you know what I mean?
I still can't. I don't like Atlas being out my sight. So I just think he's too little. So I can't do the see
he
thing.
runs back when I do that.
Yeah, but
He doesn't run off and I'm like, bye.
Atlas, if I went bye around the corner, I'm still not 100% convinced
Atlas would go.
he would run over to
okay.
me. He'd be like, I'm kind of looking at this at the minute, so I'll see you in a sec.
You'd find him out in the bushes.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah. He's just outside looking at a tree.
Yeah. Oh, Dad, see that, mate?
Yeah. So I'm not. I just at the minute I can't do the scene.
Yeah, no, fair.
But he's also as well. Obviously, the highlight of my day is obviously going home and him being really excited. I've realised if he's eating something, he will not acknowledge me until he's done eating it.
Really?
Yeah, he'll be like, "Look at me," and I'm like, carry on. I'm like, Atlas. When it's done, it's like I've just walked through the door again.
Really?
Yeah.
So it runs up.
Yeah,
and-
it's like a delay. He's like,
Oh, weird. Oh, so
Yeah.
it's just like the mouthful he's eating.
yeah, like he'll just finish whatever he's got in his hand or in his mouth, like just that bit, not the plateful.
Okay.
When
How
it's done,
strange.
then
He's
he'll come up to
distracted,
me.
I suppose, isn't he?
Yeah, but he'll look at me.
Yeah,
Like,
so he
I'm
knows.
there.
He's like, 1 minute.
Yeah, literally. That's what I feel like he's
With
doing.
you shortly, Father.
Yeah. That's it. But a moment, I'm feasting.
That thing, the thing I sent you was
Yeah.
so. That was exactly how I picture Atlas talking like in his head.
that is a
Mother.
yeah. I'm wounded. Yeah, he's definitely got that
aid.
vibe to him, isn't
Yeah.
he? But he's a good boy. This is what me and Becca always say. He's just feral. He's a good boy, but he's feral.
Yeah, no, but I think feral's the wrong word.
I think he's pretty
Because
feral.
feral, I put feral with misbehaving.
Okay.
Like, because I don't think Atlas is uncontrollable. That's
No.
what I see as feral.
Yes. Yeah.
He's not uncontrollable, but he's wild. Like,
Yeah.
he kind of does what he wants. Do you know what I mean? He's not really got a limitation. But if there is a point that you think he's going to, you will be like, Atlas, stop.
Yeah.
So he's got
yeah.
limits.
Yeah.
But he's just got like a wider border than
Yeah.
some children.
I just for the life of me, I just can't bear for him to not have fun. He's such a happy boy.
Yeah.
Like reining that in sometimes just seems I just don't want to do it.
Yeah.
Like I thought I would be a much bigger disciplinarian than I am. I thought I'd be really
Massive
on it.
softy.
Yeah, 100%. Just absolutely soft as anything with him.
Yeah.
But like obviously I toe the line. But like I said, I've never raised my voice to him. The other day I said no, the loudest I've ever said it though.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because our cat Luca was like wagging his tail, and Atlas grabbed it. And when the cat went to run away, Atlas didn't let go. It's just holding this tail. And I was like, no, because I could see the cat in distress at this point. So I'm now a little bit.
Well, it's also a danger to him.
Well, Atlas just was laughing. Like, and I was like, no. And he turned and smiled at me. And I had to like go up to him and take his hand off. I was like, no. Like, no. Took him back over to the cat. And like we stroked the cat. And we go, oh, gentle and all that kind of stuff. And then
Jesus.
I was like, God, please don't start grabbing animal's tail. So it's just, it's going to be a nightmare for
I
us.
am now an animal abuser.
Yes,
shut
yeah, do you know
down.
what I mean? Yeah. Like, there was a long period where he would grab the dog, because our dog got a big fur coat.
Yeah.
I'd grab him the fur coat, finally got him out of that, and he like rubs the coat. But now I'm hoping, I'm like, don't be a tail grabber. That is going to be crap. If you're doing stuff like that, yeah.
I mean, that's just, he doesn't know, does he?
No, he doesn't. Of course, yeah.
I mean, so.
But obviously, once the cat was in distress, I was like, hopefully he'll let go. But I think he just saw it was fun. Like the cat was playing. Yeah.
No, that's good.
Yeah. But shall we do some emails?
There you go. We've got some lovely emails. Guys, if you have some emails that you feel like you think we should read out, do get your emails into bromantic@mail.com. We will read them on the pod. We will address any issues that you have with us, with the podcast, with the content that you're currently viewing. Make sure you get them in. Also, I really, really enjoy reading emails that I don't read.
I enjoy reading them.
Ryan enjoys to read them.
So we've got 2 emails to get through today.
Lovely.
One of them would like to remain anonymous.
Delightful.
Yes. I think we'll know who it is.
Think
This-
I'll know or everyone will know?
50-50.
Okay.
This one is called Gratitude.
Ah.
Dear Bromantic, I would like to start this email with a thank you. I appreciate the effort and dedication that you exert to produce this podcast each week. It is not lost to me or the other viewers that this comes in addition to your regular lives working full-time jobs. Being loving, present fathers, raising amazing children, and being attentive partners to your loved ones. Each week, you bless us with your time and beautiful faces, making us laugh, making us think, and giving us hours of entertainment. Thank you for all the effort you put into making this podcast. I just thought that it needed to be said, that you bring so much joy, and I hope you know that. There's more, but that is wonderful.
It's amazing. Thank you.
I know that the quest is on hiatus, and while I miss it, I think you should take as much time as you need and enjoy the time with your families. In the meantime, I have a couple of questions for you both.
Ooh.
The world is ending, and it is up to you to save it.
Oh.
What 5 characters from any fandom would you recruit for your superhero team?
What's happening? What's occurring? Like, what's ending the world?
I think you don't know.
Okay. Superman?
Yeah.
Gotta be one.
Gotta be.
Doctor Strange. Magic.
Yeah. That's
Bit
a
of
strong
magic in
shout.
there,
That's a
got
very good shout,
yeah.
yeah.
That's pretty much all you need, really.
It's up there.
Yeah.
I've got to be honest with you. If we're looking at this from a purely comic book perspective, they're not powerful, but Captain America and Batman have to be in the conversation.
Why? I'm a massive disagreeer of this.
Yeah.
Batman never.
Right. The problem is
Never.
with saying never to Batman is similar to like Iron Man. The resources and the things that you have go beyond having powers.
Right. You're talking about like the connections and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But we're talking about something ending the world.
Yeah.
Something world ending.
Yeah. But like people like
It's going to be
I
like,
say-
oh, is a million.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. Someone like Batman will have the tools necessary. And Tony Stark's got like an army of Iron Men and stuff like that. Like, I know what you're saying, but like there's a reason these people don't lose fights very often. Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
but the problem is, I don't think there's anything that Batman or I mean, the reason they don't lose fights is because they're comics. But
This is a comic book situation. That's what I'm
but,
saying.
Yeah, but then you could just do anything. Do you know what I mean? And then they'll win if you want to make them the character. Do you know what I mean? It's up to the writers who wins. If you were in a realistic situation, you put Batman against any superhero, he's dead straight away. You know it, and I know it.
Yeah, I know. But obviously, this isn't a situation.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. This is a.
But I don't think there's anything Batman can do that Superman couldn't do.
It's also about the brain, though, isn't it? What if the
So
problem?
now,
Right.
a brain, absolutely.
Right.
But I don't think Batman would be the best candidate for something like that. I think there are better
Something like
candidates.
Mr. Fantastic.
Mr. Fantastic is intelligence. Bruce Banner are like very scientific intelligence, stuff like that. I would think maybe problem solving would be good. Someone maybe like Sherlock Holmes.
That is
detective problem solving.
that is so crazy.
I know I've gone off.
That
I've gone
is
off
fucking
I've gone off
wild.
Marvel and DC. But you think the mind to being able to figure out problems, solve things. Oh, where does this come from? Going through clues and stuff. There's no one better really than Sherlock.
I mean,
Like,
my
you've got
character
your
as well.
powerhouse in Superman.
Yeah.
You've got your magic in Doctor Strange. Logic and stuff like that, Sherlock.
That's so wild that Sherlock will make the team.
Man, isn't it?
Dr. Manhattan, for me, has got to be up there.
Is he
The big blue guy.
He has been voted the most powerful superhero ever.
He's in my team.
Yeah, but put him in.
Yeah. Yeah.
Doesn't he disassemble atoms?
Yes.
Put them back together.
Yeah.
I
He
mean,
can just
gotta
do
be
whatever
in
the fuck he wants, essentially.
there. I mean, if we're going like really anyone in the world, who's the one above all or whatever? We've got the Watcher, the one guy that just watches everything and sees everything. Like,
Yeah. So I had to interfere, though, so probably a bit shit.
that's very true.
He's
But if he's on my team,
I
he
could
is-
save us all right now. It's a shame.
guys, I can tell you what to do.
Yeah.
Thanos with the gauntlet.
I don't really. Yeah. Infinity Stone. No, because you just kill everyone anyway. You'd be like,
Done.
this is inevitable.
Yeah.
Just do my job for me. I don't really think we need much more. I think to say 5 people beyond Dr. Manhattan, Sherlock Holmes, the two, I don't know how. Doctor Strange, Superman. If we were going to chuck a 5th in there,
Oh, it has to be a female because we are not sexist on this podcast.
we're not.
No.
And I think it should be someone like Captain Marvel
No.
or Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman, maybe. I think we need a better, maybe Mystique disguise. Mystique or Black Widow. Bit of stealth. We've got no stealth, have we? I mean, we've got a guy that can literally disassemble atoms. But we haven't got stealth.
Do you know what I mean? Oh, it's-
Everyone outside of him is kind of pointless.
The thing is, you're right. You do have to pick someone like Stealthy, and Mystique's really good, actually, because we don't know what's ending the world.
Yeah, exactly.
We don't know what we're fighting.
Yeah.
And there might be something where you might need to clone, you might need to look like someone to get something done. So I'm not hating the Mystique idea.
Okay, we can go Mystique.
All right. I'm still not happy with Sherlock Holmes. I'm just going to let you know about that.
Sherlock Holmes, who's your detective? That's what we'll call
I
him.
still think someone like Batman is a good option.
I
know
mean,
you hate Batman.
technically, Batman is the world's greatest detective, isn't he?
Yeah.
That's like his nickname.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do think he's a very good shout.
Bro,
Yeah.
no Dragon Ball
I know,
characters.
yeah. That's I've literally just gone, oh, fuck, I haven't picked anyone. We have them in my team, though. Like, Goku's a bit of a fucking idiot.
He just wants to fight everyone, doesn't
Yeah, Vegeta's too egotistical. And they've got to be team players, like Piccolo.
Yeah.
But would I have Piccolo? I've got Superman. Do you know what I mean? Or so I'm a bit like, it's not really on in the Dragon Ball universe that I'd probably take on. But yeah, I think that's a pretty solid team, to be fair.
he? Minus Sherlock.
Minus
You-
Sherlock.
you wanna
I'd pick
replace
Batman
Sherlock
over
with
Sherlock. I would, yeah, definitely do that, yeah.
I mean, he is a detective as well, but I just
Yeah.
think logically, I think Sherlock beats Batman. Batman fans will be like, yeah, Batman beats Batman.
Exactly.
Batman's shit. I hate Batman as a superhero.
I also would quite like to have Godzilla in my team.
For fun.
Yeah.
As a pet.
I'd be like, and this is Godzilla.
What does he do?
Fights monsters.
Just in case.
Yeah. Because, hey, it might be that movie, Pacific Rim.
Yeah.
You've seen Pacific Rim, right? With the Haiju.
No.
You've not seen Pacific Rim?
No.
You should.
I know it's the one with the big robots. No idea.
You should watch it. All right.
All right.
Next question.
Pipe the fuck down.
Yeah.
All right. How about that?
Would you rather have universal respect or unlimited influence? Interestingly, I believe universal respect comes with a lot of influence
Yeah.
because everyone's going to respect what you
But
say.
unlimited influence.
Yeah. I would probably pick unlimited influence. I can't lie.
Hmm?
I'd probably go unlimited influence.
You could do more with that, I think.
Yeah.
I also think that would come with respect.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it
Like,
would do, but
they
they don't
kind of-
need to respect you.
No, they don't need to, but you could influence someone to respect you. Like, you've got
Yes.
unlimited influence. You've got- everyone in the world can respect me now. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I suppose. I mean, I would go for that anyway. There are so many things I think I could do to control the world, essentially. So,
Well.
yeah.
Heard it here first, guys.
You did, yeah. I mean, I'm not lying to you. I genuinely would like to have
Power over the world.
Yeah.
Me too.
I'm not going to lie that I'm not power crazy, so let's not
I
pretend.
don't know what you
I'm
want
not.
from me.
Yeah. Thanks again for being you. Forever a fan. Plot.
Oh,
I know. And the beginning of this plot is glorious.
I really appreciated that. I did. Because we do worry. We do kind of say to each other off cam, that we have to do this, we have to do that, and then we're kind of like, oh, but look, let's give ourselves, and then we're like, well, no, but we kind of owe it to you guys to step up and get it done.
Even all this background stuff.
Yeah.
I think people realise this doesn't just turn up and we go, hey, look at this background stuff. We have to go out and get it. And I mean, you went and picked this unit up, and we had to gather some bits for it, and all these brilliant fan arts, and I can't thank Plot enough for making them.
Yeah.
But obviously, getting them printed and sorted out and stuff, it all takes a little bit of time and effort.
Yeah.
Make sure they show the camera.
Even down to, I know we've had a few late pod releases, one being last week's.
Yeah.
Oops. But even people being so good about that, we do need to get back to a regular thing. It just takes a lot more time now to edit than it used to. Also coming to summer's not a fantastic time. Time for me, time-wise. So, but look, we make it work. We do massively appreciate all the support and everything that we're given by you guys. Please don't underestimate that. It is lots of love from us.
It is, yeah. We oddly enough, we started this podcast with the hope that it would get somewhere, and now it's getting somewhere. We're like, God, it's getting somewhere. Who'd seen that coming? So, honestly, so grateful. But the next email, I'm going to make it more serious. I'll read it out, and you'll see it's not very serious, but the title is serious, and it's a very interesting topic. And I think some people would be very interested to discuss it.
Okay, I'm keen.
So it's called
Talk to me.
Seeking Purpose.
Jesus, okay.
Just
That's
wondering
deep.
something. As a young, successful businessman who's just turned 22, above 6 foot, 16 stone of solid muscle, and a 315-pound bench press and natural good looks, how can I seek new purpose when I feel like I've completed life? I like this bit. Don't use my name, as I like to stay humble. Thanks, the GOAT. It's a very good email, and I know it's in jest.
Yeah.
But the topic itself is great.
Yes. I think a very masculine trait especially is having a goal and working towards it. And I'm not saying that women can't and it's not a feminine thing, but without some sort of purpose and some sort of drive and something you're working either for or towards, I feel like men are quite lost.
Absolutely.
I feel like we're kind of here to serve.
Yeah, I
in a
mean,
way.
it's a really backwards way of looking at it, but it's not wrong.
Like everything we do, like we're simple folk. Do you know what I mean? Like we are the happiest when we're doing something for either to protect or provide or something like that. We've got a goal, we're working for something or towards something.
Yeah.
That's when we're happiest.
Yeah, I totally agree. We become very hardy creatures.
Absolutely.
When we're challenging ourselves to achieve something.
A challenge, the perfect wording.
Yeah. Well, I think to follow on from what you said there as well, in terms of finding purpose, I think in my 20s, that was what was wrong for me. I had no purpose.
Yeah.
I was just doing stuff. Didn't really know why. Didn't really have much of a direction. I was just doing it because I thought I should. Well, I should probably do this, or I should probably do that, or this looks fun, or whatever. But now I have purpose.
Yeah.
And I am oddly happier, even though I've got more struggles, more responsibility, more stuff, but I've got a sense of purpose.
Yeah.
And I'm definitely happier within myself and what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And so before, I think the word lost is perfect.
Yeah.
Definitely was definitely just floating.
But I feel like with young men of today, it is a massive problem where everything's so instant gratification now. There's not a lot of push, not a lot of drive for a lot of stuff. And with like the use of like the internet and how easy things have become to get,
Yeah, I just think one of the problems is today is I think people don't appreciate that you've got to grind for things.
Yeah.
We just think it's there.
Absolutely.
And I think social media is the culprit, obviously.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, it's a culprit of a lot of it. Like, in terms of people looking at stuff, thinking it's an easy this, that, and the other. And there's so many get rich quick scheme. I mean, that's how a lot of people make their money, is selling courses on how to get, do you know what I mean? Rich quick. If you were that rich, you wouldn't be able to have to sell a course.
No,
Do you know what I
exactly.
mean?
Yeah. I tell you what, actually, I was thinking about this today, funnier enough. I was thinking like the concept of a simple life and like how that has been like killed by social media.
Yeah.
Like the idea of not having to impress anyone with what you're doing, just being happy with what you're doing.
I entirely agree. The older I get, the more years I work for and stuff like that, the closer I am to going, fuck it, and just saying to Jade, let's just get a fucking camper van. Let's travel the country. I'll pick up work wherever we can. We'll like pick up food and bits and pieces and blah, blah. And we'll just travel. We'll homeschool Elijah. And we'll just enjoy our lives. I watched a video of two parents who took their kids up to base camp on Mount Kilimanjaro. It took them 17 days. But fucking phenomenal.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Absolutely fantastic. And a lot of parents will be like, oh, you can't take kids that high, blah, blah. And they explained how they did it. They're both very good at, hiking and climbing, a lot of experience. It took them 17 days because they stopped to make sure the kids got used to the altitude in a lot of places.
Yeah.
They never had problems finding beds. They didn't have a guide. Do you know what I mean? The kids looked like they enjoyed it like no one's business. You watch the videos and stuff. And I know they're just going to be the best parts of it. And there probably are stressful parts and stuff like that. But that kind of simple, you don't need a lot. Let's just enjoy what's out there. Let's enjoy nature. Let's enjoy everything around us.
Yeah.
And not have to money.
I think another point that you've brought to my attention there as well is the whole like not taking kids out of school, you get a fine type thing.
Oh.
But someone was like, who is putting life experience below education?
Yeah.
Who is saying you can't go to Disneyland?
Mm-hmm.
You can't go to Cornwall.
Yeah.
You can't go to Spain, or you can't go and see this cathedral in Barcelona. Like, who's like, how ridiculous is that?
Mm.
Like, culture and travel is a part of learning.
Yeah.
It just is. I think, yeah, sure, if you're taking your kid out of school for like nothing, then fine. But
I always feel like that kind of thing. They always say that's up to the discretion of the school, number one. But a lot of schools will enforce it without question.
Yeah.
Because I don't think they really understand what it's meant for. And this could just be me talking rubbish. But what I think it's meant for is the parents who decide when their kid should and shouldn't go to school,
right,
just willy-nilly.
Yeah.
Like, I can't bother today, so they're not going to go in. That's what it's for.
Yeah.
It's not for, look, I can get my holiday for $3,000 cheaper if I just take the last week of school off, take like kid out of school for the last week.
Yeah.
So we're going to go and explore and travel and do X, Y, Z for a week. They're not really going to do a night in that week. They'll go to school every other day.
Someone said, didn't it, that it's cheaper to pay the fine.
100%.
So,
and now they've made the fine per parent, which is, I find, very odd. Not per child now, it's per parent. We had a letter about it.
absolutely ridiculous.
Yep.
But yeah,
So
I hate that.
I'm basically, if we ever take Elijah out of school, I'm no longer in the picture.
Yeah.
Is what we're going to tell the school.
Yeah, fair. Fuck it. Why not?
With me
Who cares?
yeah, I don't actually, I'm nothing to do with them anymore.
If they're going to be that petty,
Yeah.
fine you over something like that.
Honestly, it's definitely it's definitely something that I feel like started off as a good thing.
Yeah.
And like, look, your kid has to come to school, please. Like, this is our last resort is to finally, like, they have to come to school.
Yeah.
And now it's turned into, oh, you missed a day? Fine. Dumb.
Ridiculous.
Dumb.
I also feel like it's if your kids always got good attendance, their grades are doing fine, this, that, and the other. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Why are you fining them?
And also, if their education is they're struggling,
Yeah.
then fine. But if they're fantastic
Yeah.
at school, they're absolutely. And you could. One thing, my brother is a teacher, or was a teacher for a long time. He now works with children, and one of the things he says is, you can always tell when a parent does stuff at home compared to when they don't.
No.
And obviously, it's not something that people will say or anything like that. But you can always tell the parents who work at home with their kids and the parents that don't.
Yeah.
Every time without fail.
Right. That's interesting that you say that. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. And I won't go too much into it. Like, he's got massive issues with, he hates that parents don't do certain things. They think with the job he does, he hates that parents think that all they have to do is see him and that's it. They don't have to do anything at home. It should all be fixed.
Sounds like physiotherapy.
That's not what he does, but I see what you mean. Yes, very similar. Like you'll go and see a physio. People will go home, go and see the physio again in 6 weeks and be like, well, I'm not getting better.
Yes.
Because you're not fucking doing
Yeah, you're not doing any of it. You're just coming out and expecting me to fix you.
Exactly.
That's how it works. Yeah.
No, I'm here to check you.
Yeah.
This is what I'm giving you to do at home.
Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah. I mean, I think me and my brother have got strong disagreements actually on homework and schooling.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't really care about it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It feels like you don't need grades to get a good job. Like it's not required. Like go to school, don't be naughty, learn respect, all that kind of stuff. Great. Learn to be social. Don't really care if you're not getting an A and stuff. I don't.
Yeah.
It doesn't bother me. And I'm like, there's a lot of life lessons to be learned from doing things like homework, a lot of good habits and stuff like that.
That's the key thing, I think.
And I think, why not be knowledgeable? Why not?
Even if you're not going to use it for work, knowing things is good. Like,
what's the drawback here?
Yeah.
More opportunities. A friend of mine who earns amazing money, got a chemistry degree.
Never used it.
Nothing to do with chemistry.
Smart as fuck, though.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Because of his schooling.
Yeah.
He's got a great opportunity to move into a job where they were like, you're clearly a smart person, you've got a great degree, come try this.
I think controversially as well, it also probably highly affects your social circle. Which
Probably does.
And people say that your social circle is where you will probably end up.
Yeah.
You should always socialize with people, not better, don't want to say, of a higher caliber, because you always aim to get to that point.
Yeah, that's right, yeah. I'm definitely the lowest in my social circle, so that absolutely makes sense to me.
I'm trying to be like you, all right? Don't go there.
Stop.
Stop immediately.
Yeah, it's not good. Stop.
I'm finding that. It's weird.
But back to the original
Yeah.
source here of finding purpose. If you're somebody out there that's floating and you might be listening to this going, actually, I feel like I'm one of these people that's struggling to do this. I know it sounds so simple and it sounds like probably something off of a book, but just small goals first. Think about what would make you happy. Think about how you have to achieve it. And that is simply goals and purpose. If you have something like a really silly dream that might give you podcasts, like starting, there. Did I say that right?
No.
If you have something that's a really silly dream, like starting a podcast, just go for it. Because it might give you purpose. It might give you something to aim for. I don't see the drawback. Just go for it. Find your purpose.
Do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't think I've really got anything to add to that.
We tangented quite a lot.
Yeah. Be a man. Do the right thing. Where's that from?
I've got no idea.
Russell Peters.
Is that what that's from?
Yeah. Be a man.
Be a man.
So, after many a request, we got an Am I the Arsehole? Everyone
Glorious.
loves Am I the Arsehole.
Yeah, definitely.
So, we're here for it. All right?
We're doing it.
Going to go straight into this one. I've only got one, so we can save a bit of time. But it's I feel like it'll open up a little bit of combo.
Oh, okay, right, yeah.
Am I the arsehole for not telling my girlfriend I was going to break up with her if she went on vacation? If she went on vacation with male friends. Let me read that again. Am I the arsehole for not telling my girlfriend I was going to break up with her if she went on vacation with male friends? Basically, my girlfriend went on vacation with her male friends. I told her that this made me uncomfortable. I didn't want her to go. By the way, she used to hook up with one of them before she met me. She told me it'd be fine, that they are like brothers to her. I already made the decision to break up with her right there and then, but I wanted to get my stuff from her place before anything, and I figured I should do that while she's gone. I also didn't want to break up with her over text or call, so I waited for her to come back. I picked her up, and when she came back, I picked her up when she came back and dropped her off, gave her a key to her place, and then broke up. She started crying, and she figured out it was because of the vacation. She kept saying that nothing happened. I told her she knew I wasn't comfortable with this, and she still went. She also mentioned that I should have said that I'd break up with her if she went, and that if she knew that, she never would have gone. I told her I didn't want to be controlling and threatened her with ending the relationship. We kept going back and forth over this for a while. Quick edit on this. Sorry. She's also added some points at the bottom. So point number 1 is she never actually introduced me to her friends, even though I mentioned I wanted to meet them. She kept making excuses. Point number 2, she never told me she used to hook up with her friend. I only found out because I found an old picture of them kissing when she was showing me some old travel pictures. Number 3, I was okay with her friendship until now. This was just too much for me. What do you think? Is he the arsehole?
Gaz. I don't think he's an arsehole.
No.
I don't think he is.
No, I agree. Carry on.
I don't think she's an arsehole. To be honest.
Okay.
If she's not being funny, if you were going to go on holiday with some girls, you weren't going to do anything. Are you an arsehole for that?
That's not the arsehole bit. I mean, the action of going on holiday with girls and not doing anything is not the arsehole bit. But I do think she's been an arsehole.
You do think she has been an arsehole?
Massively.
Look, the thing is, he's less of an arsehole. Like, I don't think he's an arsehole at all. Like, I think if you tell someone you're uncomfortable with something they're doing, they do it, and then you just break up with them.
Yeah.
That'd be life.
Well, that's what I think. That's where I think she's being an arsehole.
Because he's told
Because
her.
they're in a relationship now. And although I know there's this whole let's empower each other and blah, 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 you still have to have a certain amount of respect for your partner.
Oh, yes. Boundaries.
Yeah. So for your partner to go, I don't really feel comfortable with you going on holiday with this person, for genuine reason. You used to hook up with this guy, you used to do this, used to do that.
He's not met any of the friends.
Yeah, I've not met any of them, even if he had done that though, and he went, this makes me feel uncomfortable. You going on holiday with a group of guys makes me feel uncomfortable, whether it's he's got trust issues or not. And you still go, that's not okay.
I also feel like it's interesting, and he's dead right. It's like he didn't want to be controlling. He didn't want to say, if you go, I'll break up with you.
Yeah. And the thing
because
is,
that's not the right thing to do either.
And that shouldn't be what has to happen.
Yeah, for her to not do it, yeah.
Me going, or him going, just projection. No, him going, I feel uncomfortable about this, should be enough.
Yeah, it should.
For her
it should.
to go, okay. And that even brings up a discussion. Like, why do you feel uncomfortable? Blah, blah, blah. And that can even then be discussed.
You're right.
Maybe hashed out and ironed out. But then if you've talked about everything and in the end they go, I get your point and blah, 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 but it still makes me uncomfortable because of these reasons, then you need to make a decision of whether what's more important, your friends and having a happy holiday, or
your
making
relationship,
the person that you want to be with uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Because I think that tells you a lot about a person as well.
I think it does as well. Where do your priorities lie?
Yeah.
I think testing your partner's priorities, and that's a very controversial thing to say, but I do think it's important. Because you've got to know who you're with at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So if you're never testing their priorities, then one day something comes up where it is tested and it's out of your hands.
Yeah. You're like, hold on a second.
Yeah. I think even, I can remember back at the start of my relationship when my missus kept thinking I was putting my family before her. And she would be like, you've got no priority. Like, I'm not the priority here. And stuff like that. And I think that was a good test for us. Just like learning what was considering a priority. To me, it was just, you're here as well.
Yeah.
I'm not prioritizing anyone. Like, families at our house. Like, this doesn't for me. But then learning like their boundaries and what's not a priority to them, I do think that's important.
Yeah.
So I feel like before it gets to the stage where someone might go on a holiday with the opposite sex, I think.
Also, the cheek, I think, this might be a personal thing, but I think the cheek of her even suggesting she go on holiday with someone she's hooked up with previously, I'd be like, are you taking the fucking piss out of me?
Actually, that's a very good point. To be honest with
I'd be like, you are
if I
surely
went to go on with an ex. Oh,
surely
God.
you're taking the piss out of me. That's not a real thing.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Okay, yeah.
I find that completely and utterly mind-boggling. Like, I understand. I would be very iffy about the remaining friends.
Yes.
after something like that.
Yeah.
I think that's it. Yeah, I'd be if you having many friends, let alone being like, you guys should hang out all the time, and you should, blah blah, blah, go on holiday together, and especially when we haven't met. We haven't even met. There's a reason you're not introducing us.
Yeah, there's too many
red flags.
Yeah. I think that's. I tell you what, the word red flag is great. It covers
Perfect. Yeah,
it just covers what I'm trying to say so much. Definitely. There's way too many red flags in that. And like I said, I don't feel like anything where a partner is made to feel uncomfortable for me is a reason to break up with someone.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, I don't ever feel like if someone's like they do this and it just makes them uncomfortable, don't be with them. Then. If you're going to be with someone that's going to make you feel uncomfortable, just don't be with them.
Yeah.
Don't stay with someone that makes you feel
and the
uncomfortable.
thing is, that's perfectly his right.
Yes, that's what I
to
mean.
do so.
It's your life. If you don't want to be with someone that makes you uncomfortable, don't be with them.
And if someone shows you that they disregard your feelings that much, they're just going to crack on.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, damn.
But you don't want to be with that person.
Yeah, definitely. I don't think he's the arsehole, but I definitely think she is.
She is. Once we've covered the ground a little bit, though, I have to say she is the arsehole with that, especially the whole ex going on the holiday and stuff like that. I have to say that is rocky ground.
What a prick.
I think initially in my head, I felt a little bit sorry for her because if she's gone, she's done nothing wrong.
Hmm.
Then I'm a bit like, but then the action itself is doing something wrong.
I always have a thing of, although she may go and do nothing wrong and you don't trust me, blah, but you're putting yourself in a position where something could.
Yes.
And that's what I find a bit disrespectful. Like why would you put yourself in that position when you could quite happily not put yourself in that?
I've got a friend of a friend of a friend. This is really interesting.
Talking about me. Yep.
Yeah, no. I don't know this person or anything like that. It's just a story. And you're like, yeah. So he, a group of friends went on a stag do. And none of them were chatting up girls or anything like that. And one of the guys got a girl's number while he was out there. And they were messaging each other. But they weren't messaging flirtatiously. They were just sort of chit-chatting, where are you going to be tonight here? That nothing too bad, right? And then he messaged saying, "Cool, your mate Megan, she's a weapon," right? And then 10 seconds afterwards, his wife phoned him. And they've got a 9-month-old baby together. She went, "I could see these messages coming up on your Apple Watch." Right? And you're just like, why have you put yourself in that position? Why? You've got a 9-month-old baby, you're married, you're not like cheating or flirting or doing anything terrible, but you put yourself in a shit position for nothing, for no gain.
Yeah.
I will never understand it.
Ugh.
And like, when I was being told that story, I was like, you're joking. Because they were all saying that his Apple Watch had no battery. So his missus has gone and charged it and put it on her wrist so she can see the messages coming through.
That's a bit.
Now, she's in the wrong.
Yeah, for doing that.
He can't say anything now because he's even more in the wrong.
Yeah.
I was like, mate, you've made the biggest blunder. Anyway, they told him to just go home. They were like, do not stay on this date any longer. Go home.
Fair.
You need to, and he did. He got
It's a good group of friends. That is a good group of friends.
Because, like I said, none of them were. They're not like that.
Yeah.
Like none of them were chatting up girls or doing anything. They were just enjoying the stag do. And when I was told that story, that's just.
Why is he getting the girl's number?
Yeah, what? This is what I couldn't work out. You're not chatting her up. You've got no intention to do it. Why did you do it?
Yeah, like what are you doing? You've got a baby at home.
Exactly.
I can't imagine risking wife at home for anything. Like it's mental.
Yeah, like that to me is just the most barbaric, left field, crazy. That's just, to me, that's my least favorite type of person, because it's a man just trying to be a man. And it's like, no, if you're really trying to be a man,
you take care of your own.
Exactly. You wouldn't be out there trying to get a number of some random girl you're never going to see again. What have you gained? Nothing. And now,
so weird.
Yeah,
so weird.
She might resent you for months or years now.
Well, I mean, that's never going to repair.
That's what I mean.
Every time you go away, she's going to want to know what you're doing, what's going on, blah blah blah. Yeah, that trust is gone. I think I'm firmly that once trust has gone in a relationship, it's done.
Oh yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Trust is a hard thing to regain.
Yeah.
Almost impossible. You have to do some serious backtracking to regain trust. So, Yeah, but I just thought it was a funny story. When it was told to me, I was laughing. I was like, no, I just couldn't believe it. There's way more steps to it than this as well, but
Yeah.
I'm not going to fucking read you the rights of the... I've already told you one story.
Oh, Jesus.
But yeah, no. But basically, back to what we were saying. Yeah, I think there are many elements to the whole going away thing.
Mm.
And I think that is the issue.
Yeah.
As soon as someone says, hey, I'm going away, you immediately go, I'm going with a group of the opposite sex. And you go, well,
Hey, that's the thing.
yeah, I'm not too comfortable with this.
Yeah, no. I mean, no, yeah, I wouldn't. Can't be done. Can't be done.
But I think that's the end of the podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hope you've all thoroughly enjoyed yourselves on today's podcast, and I hope you've given us a like, put a little comment about something in there. Could you all just tell us what you think of the backdrop and the artwork, please? I'd love to hear your thoughts on it.
And if any of you are designers and are going, that would look better there, that would look better there, do let us know, because we're not designers.
We're
We
not.
don't know these things.
We actually just threw this up and went, yeah.
Yeah, I do.
We measured it with a phone. So that's, that's how much.
Ryan's skills and measurements with a phone is spectacular.
Yeah. Well,
Just so you're aware.
if anyone's gone, that's actually really wonky, then it's not spectacular,
You know,
apparently. So
I
they're stuck
still
on with Velcro. So,
It's true.
yeah.
How
we did
they've
what we
held
could.
this long.
Yeah. I thought that fist was coming down.
Yeah.
Yeah. 100%. So,
Guys, if you've liked it, please do subscribe. Join the community on the Discord.
yeah. And if you want us
That'd
to
be
buy
nice.
anything particular, go on Ko-fi and you can put the price of what it is you want to see on the podcast, put it on there, and we'll buy it. Get it up here on our shelving unit.
Yeah.
Or buy it yourself and send it.
Yeah.
But you can't do that 'cause you don't
But
know
we haven't
address.
got an address. Yeah.
So
Yes.
do the previous.
Do the previous, not the latter.
And I need to speak to a certain somebody who I know is listening about merchandise, and I will do that.
We love you.
We do.
Please tune in next week where we're going to talk spirituality and wellness
And astrology.
and astrology. Love you lots.
Lots of love, people. You'll understand that you have to work for money because he's working for money.
Yeah.
So you're not just, this doesn't come from nowhere.
Yeah.
He'll understand now that what losing money feels like.
Yeah, because he's worked for it and now it's gone. Batman fans will be like, yeah, nothing beats Batman.
Exactly.
Batman's shit. I hate Batman, the superhero.
How's your week been?
Not too bad. I mean, and we reverse that and I'll say it to you because I can't even remember what my week's done.
I mean, that is absolutely fine. I'd like
I
if
can't
you
even
to
remember
leave
what
that
the fuck
in, though.
I've done.
I don't know, mate. Let me just ask you. It's just been shit.
I was going to be like, well, my office got shut down.
Yeah. I've actually had a really bad week.
It's been fucking
You can say
terrible.
that if you want.
No.